Alrighty, welcome everybody. Welcome back to Inner World Mastery. It's been a short while since I've updated this channel, maybe like 6 months or so. Blessed to be here again now. I had an email, I think, just last week from somebody saying, "Where are your videos? You haven't posted in quite a while." So thank you, brother, for the slight push and nudge for me to get back on here. I spent much of last year focused on a new program for parents and kids who have tics and Tourette's. Because a lot of my work in the past has been for adults with this condition, but I wanted to bring it down into a very deep, powerful, simple, step-by-step process for parents to support their kids through the condition. And so that's where a lot of my energy went. And now that's out the door, I'm starting to explore what kind of projects I might want to focus on next. And that's not too clear for me yet, but we shall see. I am booking in clients now for the beginning of next year, in case you are interested in working with me. But what's alive in me today, if I want to talk about it, is spirituality versus embodiment. Not to say that they are competing, right? But one of the last conversations I had with my dear brother was on is spirituality like the final cure for tics? Can spirituality be the thing that helps us find our way out of the conditioning of tics? And most of you who are watching this now are probably interested in this condition, although there are many people that signed up more recently that see the branch of this YouTube channel as Inner World Mastery, but a lot of my work in the past has been for tics and Tourette's. And spirituality for me certainly has been that journey of finding deep peace and safety in that which is deep that I am. And once I found that deep safety in that which is spirit, in the God self, in the I am everything, I am nothing, etc., etc. goodness, 5D matrix, in the matrix, outside the matrix, escaping the matrix, awakening, spirituality, opening up, transcendence, realizing the self, enlightenment, right? Once you go down that path enough, at least for me, I was brought back to the body. And so in some way, that was the way I had to go really far up and out in my awareness and consciousness to seek, and then realize that there's nothing else but that which is already here. And to me, then, that is the journey of embodiment. And like embodiment then is the journey of arriving back into the body with a deep sense of beauty in the presence of now, where the spirit that exists everywhere is in every cell of your physicality. And if we can be in the allness of everything, in the physicality in each moment as we're moving through life, then of course there is no ticking. There is no disruption, there's no density, because the light is dissolving the density as soon as the density reveals itself. Now the words are very poetic and nice, right? What I'm speaking, but really, in recent years for me, I've spent more time physically working out the body than I have in the spiritual practice. So getting to the gym, getting in water, doing practices that invigorate the physicality, shaking, push-ups, right? Stretching, massage, fascia tissue release, yoga, asana yoga, right? Like I seeked so far out for so long, and actually, well, there is nowhere to go. And that's why it's so absurd, because I look back on the trip and I'm like, oh, well, that was fun. What was the point in that? But there was a point, wasn't there? Because I had to do it to find thyself. And like, if I look back at myself, and maybe you can relate to this now, like 5 years ago or 10 years ago, I didn't know thyself. And so I had to seek. I had to go swimming in the unknown to discover that which is I am. And then here we go, here we are, and we're back. Woo! And so now I found that which there is, life now can just be play, you know? It can just be play. And like with a click of a finger, I can bring about and manifest any dream that I want. But in its own beautiful right time, according to the deep knowingness of myself, if I actually keep listening. Because I have to keep listening. I can't not listen. I must listen. When I say listen, I mean not with my ears to other people out there all the time. Yes, seek and ask questions, discover and learn from those around you because they're you and you're me and we're all the same. But I'm talking here mostly about listening to your inner guidance. Your inner compass. What is your inner compass and how do you listen to your inner compass? What is it that you utilize in your inner world to know thy compass? Where is your compass? Do you know your inner compass? Like, how does it show up in your life? Maybe it's a different type of voice that you hear. Maybe it's a movement from the heart. Maybe it's a softer, subtler, just knowingness. There, that's right. Right? When we all do it, we all get caught up in the whole, well, yeah, but this feels like the logical, correct reason to do the thing that I want to do, so I'm going to do that. But if we calculate everything, we're really not going to live life. We'll always be playing in the conceptual box of abstraction. And if we just live in the conceptual box of distraction, right, we're not actually going to experience the fullness of the beauty of living. We're just going to be in the mind. There's a lot of people that live with things like tics and Tourette's and ADHD and OCD that pretty much live all the time in their mind and they haven't experienced living. They haven't got to the realization of seeing that, wow, life can be full. You can be alive. Alive, so ripples of joy reverberate through the vocal cords and the stomach and the lips and the tongue. This is life. But if I look back on myself 10 years ago, I didn't know this life at all. I mean, I was so angry at love 10 years ago. Everybody talks about love. Everyone's like, love this. Well, you should love each other. You should write love on your Christmas cards and your birthday cards, and you should love each other on Valentine's Day. And yeah, I had partners in those days, but and I said, I love you. But I didn't really get love. I didn't really get love because love can't be gotten. It can't be grasped. As soon as you grasp love, it doesn't become love anymore. It becomes attachment. Same thing inside of our bodies. If there's a feeling inside of our body, right, and we don't want to feel it, we grasp onto the body and we hold on because we don't want to feel it. My God, I want to feel it. We're just going to keep pushing down that feeling and we're going to create more locks and knots in the physical body. And the more locks and knots we create in the physical body, the more we suppress all the emotions and energy, the more tight we become. And then the more just like pent up and frustrated. And how grey and monochrome and empty life will be. So to be with life, we must feel life. But to go from the journey of not feeling life for so long and building all the patterns of holding and abstracting and pulling away from life, to then switching to actually the direction is to be uncomfortable with the feelings in the body, right? That shift there, once you figured out that shift and you know that shift and you've got that shift, you're onto a trip, and like your life's gonna be good, baby. And quite a lot of the time, people get to the point where, like, they're forced to have to go on that shift in viewpoint and reality, that shift in direction, because of circumstances that force us to wake up. Because there's a deeper guidance happening that your soul is helping, your higher self is helping you see. so that finally you're like, oh, actually, no, I can't keep doing that the way that I was doing it before. That was a pattern that I picked up along the way. And now I just gotta let that go, right? And actually do the uncomfortable thing. And if I do a little bit more of the uncomfortable thing, then life becomes delicious. So what's come up for you in listening to me talk here for 10 minutes? If you've followed along here, what stood out for you? What stood out? Where have I probed? What story can you relate to or not relate to? What question or questions do you have from the words I just spoke? Because I just blasted a whole different perspectives as I followed the energy of the space. Things just happened. Like I did it. So give me some feedback, give me something to work with, and maybe I'll post some more delicious videos in due course, my darlings. All right, sending my love from Bali, and chat to you soon.